I'm not sure whether this is fixable. This sort of came right, I don't think this is going to be fixable. To put it back and then it doesn't move again, I don't know. What a pity. Goodness, what am I spying over here? Santa! Santa! All my dreams have come true.
If I get a beard, I look like him, I think.
Yeah, no. You're the young Santa.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to ring your bells? Hello, Santa's little fairy.
Mrs. Santa.
Mrs. Santa. Hello.
A lot smaller than me.
Yeah, no, well, that's because she's up on a slope.
Yes. See, I'm big. I'm big.
Absolutely fantastic to see you guys. I love the red. Merry Christmas from Bella Pedra. You can hear all the animals singing jingle bells to you. So Sweetie Pie is in with the boys and the other girls, and she's like a bit intimidated with all these others. She never used to be so shy. So she won't eat with the others or even go there, and they seem to sort of like pick on her. So I've bought her own bucket of food. Oh, but I think now they've been talking, the others have heard me. So she better eat quickly because who's coming up behind me? Oh, Clarence, not you. Christmas breakfast of champions with some homemade smoked salmon brought to me from Norway by my friend Steve. So salmon cream cheese toast for Christmas breakfast. Do you want some for Christmas? Oh, you nearly took my whole finger with it. Oh, another one. Yes, you can smell them. You can smell them. Oh, we keep dropping them. We keep dropping them. Now you're going to end up there with them. But you nearly knocked your water over. So it's Christmas Day today. I wasn't actually going to say anything about this. I was just going to, I don't know, just let it go. But I am feeling sort of like a little bit sad not to be around my family on Christmas Day. I thought I'd want to spend it in Portugal. I'd been traveling so much. I just wanted to stay home and enjoy my farm and my animals. But some well-meaning people sometimes say things in the comments, and I don't think you actually have empathy when you make those comments, and you are basing it on your lives and not my lives. And I actually find those comments like a little bit hurtful sometimes. Maybe this morning I'm a little bit more sensitive because I'm really missing my family. But okay, so people seem to think I must get rid of the animals. So when I bought the farm because I wanted to breed kuni pigs. That was always the goal, and that's why I chose this particular farm. And there's some pigs that came available. They're not very common in this area. In fact, all the pigs in Portugal are basically related to mine because they're from ones that I've sold. And when I got the pigs, all my work was online. But last year and this year, or towards the end of last year and this year, the online work has now become face-to-face, so I'm having to travel. And so getting someone to look after the animals is a challenge, and I have to keep working because my pension that I get from Norway is 140 euros a month, and that doesn't go very far. You can basically say I don't have pension. And when I sell piglets, that's what pays for the pig's food. So the pig's feed isn't really coming out of my pocket. But people seem to always say, sell the pigs, get rid of the animals, put all the money into your house. It's just like, what money must I put into my house? The pigs are paying for themselves. You know, if I'm not selling piglets, then I would be having to dip into my pocket to buy pig food. But the pigs are paying for themselves. So if I get rid of the pigs, I'm not putting extra money in my pocket for the house because the pigs pay for themselves. I don't understand that. And the comments like how people feel that I'm living such an uncomfortable life and I'm looking so neglected, and you know, I've just had flu. You don't usually look your best when you have flu, when you're sick. Anyway, I suppose I shouldn't be letting it get to me, but it does, because it's actually quite nasty. It's not even well-meaning. I think it's nasty. And my bathroom isn't freezing. And my cottage is very warm and toasty, and it's not uncomfortable at all. I live alone. I've got a very comfortable bed. I've got a beautiful wood burner that heats up the cottage so much that even when it's -1 temperature outside, I'm having to just wear a t-shirt inside because it's so warm. And I've got like comfortable armchair. I don't know what more you expect me to have. My cottage is comfortable. Do I need a veranda? No. Would I like a veranda? Yes. But it's not a priority, and it's not like I'm going to be spending much time sitting under the veranda unless I'm entertaining, which doesn't happen that often. I don't know what to say. It's just, I just felt those words, comments that were put on Christmas morning a little bit hurtful, because, just a Merry Christmas would suffice. Don't tell me I must sell all my animals and put all the money into the cottage, because there's nothing that much that I can do anyway, because I have to stick to the footprints. Anyway, that's just me having a little bit of a rant. And just one more thing. I'm actually finding the whole empty nest thing quite hard. And when I'm home, the pigs and the sheep, they give me a purpose. They give me a reason to wake up each morning. So if I get rid of them and I'm just living alone and I don't have my animals which bring me comfort and joy and give me a reason to get up in the morning, then why am I even here? What am I doing? You know, it's easy to sit in a different country and make assumptions and say things and not think about how it might seem to the person you're saying it to. after all the beautiful blue sky weather of the past week, it's quite misty this morning, quite chilly. I'm going to feed pigs, do water, and then I want to do some work with this tin. Oh my goodness, do I have a new set of building inspectors over here? What are you doing? What are you doing? So I've got this piece of tin. I'm going to use it to shore up an area that is always an area of weakness over here. You're going to say hello to Peanut over there? Yes, you little cheeky chops you are. This one is so cute. Actually, they're all cute, but look at this. He's a real little thug. So what I've been happy to see is that they already know how to drink out of the pig nipples on the water barrels. So they're drinking water already as well. What's it? Huh? What's it? Yeah. Yeah. What's it? What's it? Yes. So this area over here, you remember I've shored up many times, but I'm actually going to fasten this piece of tin across here now, because I have now separated blueberry and gingerbread. Yes. So they can still see each other, but they are on opposite sides of the fence now, because blueberry is getting very close to having her babies, and I don't want these babies to be pushing newborn piglets away. I'm going to have to rake up some poop as well. Over here I can see. Are you all around my feet and all around what I'm trying to do over here? Look at you. So nosy. No, you can't eat it. It's a piece of tin. So I've got this up. I need to put a few more screws onto the side over there so that the piglets don't get in between that gap. But this will definitely strengthen this area that I've often had problems with pigs breaking through. But as you can see, the drill bit has gone again, so I've got to replace it. Are you coming to check on me again? So if you look at Blueberry, you can see her milk line is really quite extensive at the moment, and she is very, very slack at the back. So I don't know if you can see through the fence. But definitely time to separate her from the others. They had a nice drink, so they're going to have a bit of a snooze. She hasn't finished eating all her food because she went to feed babies. Babies have started eating solids now as well. They've just had their little drink. Hey. Yes. Guess who's checking out my work over here? I think she's too impressed. You can't eat that tin, Gingerbread. She's trying to take a bite out of it. She's licking it. I don't know. Pigs. What are you doing? And Blueberry's nice and relaxed. She's getting into the getting ready to have babies mode. But this one, What are you doing, gingerbread? Meantime, I have... Yes, you're trying to crawl up my pants. So I'm wanting to get these clear sheets at the bottom because those are light enough for me to carry to where I need it to be. But of course it's underneath all of this. So I'm going to have to move all of this first to get to that at the bottom. So they'll come in, they'll just, yeah. So they've started eating, just quite recently now.
Hello.
They're not interested in us. They just want the food.
Always.
Hello.
Lots of progress on the bottle wall today with my able assistants that have come to volunteer today. And my other able assistant over there. Oh, I tell you, I'm just going to be so excited to get this bottle wall done.
Yeah, because you're not faffing around.
Oh my goodness, Cupcake, even when you're with all the big ones, you still make the most noise. Can you hear this coming from the inverter? So my power went out about half an hour ago, and I have a error code on the inverter, error code 8, and it's making this big beeping noise. I've looked up in the manual, error code 8, it just says return to supplier. So that doesn't help me at all. It's a very annoying Chinese torture kind of noise, which I can hear in my cottage. So this means no sleep tonight at all. I don't know how long this will go on for. I've tried to switch it off. It still keeps making this noise. It doesn't matter if you switch it off or on. I've tried starting the generator, but with all the disconnecting of the generator and reconnect whatever, the generator is not powering the house at all. So I have no power at all. And I don't know how to switch this off to get rid of the noise. So if anybody knows, if you turn the off button and it still carries on with this error and it won't switch off, please comment below, because this is going to drive me crazy. I just can't do this solar drama anymore. It's just, I just can't do it. I can't do it. So yesterday, with the help of the lovely volunteers, we managed to get quite a lot more of the bottle wall done. So you can see I've just got to do the top part over there, and then I'm going to find a way to close this up to do that. But yeah, nearly done. The sad thing though is that with no with the power not working, I no longer have running water. So you get something good like the wall getting done, and then at the same time the inverter just packs up completely. I just wish I could switch this off because the noise is quite horrible. You can see error 8, and when I look up what is error 8, it says internal error, return to sender, and I can try and switch it off, Over here, it doesn't matter. It won't stop. I've got no way of making this stop. And I'm not going to be able to afford to buy another inverter until I get paid again, which is in January sometime. So I suppose I'm going to have to live with this beep until for the next 2 weeks. No power, no running water. Sometimes off-grid life is the pits. It is bitterly cold this morning. Blueberry didn't come out, so I'm going to go and check to see if she's had babies, if it's in labor, but they always choose like the coldest or the wettest night, eh? Gingerbread's babies are all out eating. She's looking for Blueberry. Okay, she's made herself a nest. No babies yet, which is perhaps a good thing that they didn't come in the middle of the night when it was so cold. But I think she's in labor. So I'll just keep monitoring her and seeing how it's going. No babies as yet. Yeah, she's definitely starting to get contractions. She's feeling uncomfortable. I don't know if it's not strong contractions yet, but yeah. Yeah, she seems to be pushing a bit over there, so we'll monitor her during the day. It's a first litter, so it might not come quickly. So Blueberry is just coming to drink some water. She's not really that interested in food, but she's definitely getting like little contractions, but I don't know if it's like pushing ones yet. But she's drinking some water. Hey Blueberry, today's the day. She's still in labor. You can see now she's got like a stringer at the back. So hopefully it'll be quite soon. So Blueberry's having a little bit of an eating break. She's just had something to drink. She's now having something to eat. So I'll keep coming to watch. Meantime, these piglets have been charging around like racehorses, jumping on each other. They're like full of the joys today. So I've received instructions on how to do a hard reset. I'm not sure if this is the wire, the solar wire I have to undo. I've got to undo something to disconnect the solar panels. I've got to try and figure out what that is. So I've undone those and I've undone this. So I'm hoping that that's disconnected. Now I'm going to go and disconnect the batteries from the inverter. Just admiring again the work we did yesterday on the bottle wall. Did a lot. So disconnecting the solar panels does nothing, but I don't think it's supposed to do anything. Now I've got to disconnect the batteries. I'm not sure. How do I disconnect them? Like, what do I do to disconnect them? Well, I always see them taking spanners, so I'm figuring I disconnect the spanners. I'm hoping I don't just like get a shock. And you just lift it off. How does it come off from here? So I've done it. I've managed to turn the inverter and the horrible noise off. I don't know if I must just wait and then maybe I'm going to have a cup of coffee and then try and reconnect everything again and see if it still makes the horrible noise. If life was all ups, I guess it would be pretty boring. But I have to say, this, since I got back from my last trip, it's been a bit down. This is absolutely the most random thing. Everything was disconnected. It's all disconnected. It's disconnected from the batteries and the solar. And the inverter randomly switched on all by itself. And the I mean, it still keeps going. Every now and then it beeps and then it just switches itself back on again. I don't understand this. So it's powering the house again, but the batteries are not connected and neither is the solar. I don't understand this. I don't get it. How did it turn itself back on? Batteries are reconnected and there's no beeping, so I'm now going to connect the solar and see what's going to happen. Reconnected the solar. I haven't managed to shock myself and no beeping yet. Fingers crossed. Good news is I've managed to get it working again with that hard reset. I'm quite proud of myself. Actually, I didn't think I'd be able to touch electricity. I nearly messed myself with the sparks were flying though when I was trying to reattach the battery, but I did it. So there were 3 babies, but they are they're not alive. So I don't know if there's any more to come, but she's having something to eat now. I think the birth process was just a bit long. She was in labor quite a while. So yeah, this is this is part of life. Unfortunately, death is part of life. So that's all for today's video. I'm still busy getting over my flu, as you can hear. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you in the next video. And hopefully the next one will be a lot cheerier than this one was. But you know, this is the ups and downs of off-grid life, eh? It's not always smooth sailing. And because I'm trying to sort of keep this channel real and authentic, I'm sharing the ups as well as all the downs with you so that you can see exactly what it's like. Have a good one.